If you're tired of low energy, struggling with stubborn belly fat, noticing changes in your mood, or just not feeling as sharp as you used to, then you're in the right place. Because today we're talking about something that applies to every man, no matter your age or fitness level. There are certain foods many of us eat every single day that quietly work against our hormones, our metabolism, and our long-term health. Most men don't even realize it. So today, I'm going to break down 7 of these foods, explain exactly what they do in the body, and give you clear, practical swaps you can make starting now. Let's start with the big idea. Men's health is powerfully influenced by 3 key systems: insulin, inflammation, and hormones, especially testosterone. Think of these as the control panel for your metabolism, muscle mass, mood, and overall vitality. When you eat foods that spike your insulin, promote chronic inflammation, or interfere with your hormone balance, you start to feel the effects. It doesn't happen overnight, it's a slow burn. Month after month, things begin to shift. You might notice your metabolism slowing down, a little more belly fat, lower motivation, some brain fog, or changes in your stamina. The problem is many of these foods look normal or are even marketed as healthy. So the principle I want you to remember is simple. Support your hormones first, and your metabolism, mood, and performance will follow. Let's break down the science, but keep it very simple. First, insulin. Think of insulin as a storage hormone. When it's too high, too often, your body stores more fat, especially around the midsection, and it blocks your body from burning fat for fuel. Most men are running on chronically high insulin because of the types of carbs they eat. Second, inflammation. When inflammation is high, recovery from exercise slows down, you feel more tired, and your joints don't move as well. Inflammation directly interferes with male hormones. And third, hormones. Testosterone, growth hormone, cortisol, they all shift based on what you eat. Here's the connection most people miss. Foods that spike insulin often decrease testosterone. Foods that increase inflammation make testosterone less effective in your body. So this isn't just about avoiding junk food. It's about protecting the very systems that control your energy, mindset, and metabolism. All right, let's get into the 7 foods. Number 1, highly processed soy products. This includes soy milk, soy protein isolate, fake meats, and processed soy snacks. The issue here is that soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens. These are plant compounds that can weakly mimic estrogen in the body. For most people, a little bit of whole soy, like edamame, isn't a problem. But when you consume large amounts of highly processed soy daily, like in protein bars or vegan burgers, it can influence your hormone balance over time. Processed soy is concentrated in compounds that can bind to your estrogen receptors. If your hormones are already on the edge, this can create an unwanted imbalance. Number 2, seed oils. I'm talking about soybean oil, corn oil, canola, cottonseed, safflower, and sunflower oil. These oils are absolutely everywhere in chips, salad dressings, sauces, and almost all restaurant and fast food. The issue isn't fat itself. Fat is essential. The issue is oxidation. These industrial seed oils are highly unstable. They oxidize easily, and when they do, they drive up inflammation in the body. And as we just covered, chronic inflammation is one of the fastest ways to interfere with male hormones. Your hormone receptors are incredibly sensitive to this kind of inflammatory stress. Number 3, sugar-sweetened beverages. This is a huge one. We're talking soda, energy drinks, sweet teas, so-called healthy juices, sports drinks, and sugary coffee drinks.
When you drink your sugar instead of eating it, your insulin spikes dramatically. Liquid sugar hits the bloodstream like a freight train. When insulin spikes that hard on a regular basis, a few things happen. Fat burning shuts down, belly fat increases, testosterone tends to decrease, your mood becomes unstable, and your energy crashes. That classic afternoon fatigue so many men feel, it's often just the hangover from an insulin spike earlier in the day. Studies show that even with regular physical activity, high intake of these drinks is linked to lower testosterone and increased cardiovascular risk. Number 4, alcohol, especially beer. Some guys call beer liquid bread, and that's basically what it is. It's very high in carbohydrates that rapidly convert to sugar. This spikes your insulin, which promotes fat storage, especially around the liver and midsection. That's why belly fat can increase even if your total calories seem under control. Alcohol also directly interferes with hormone production and disrupts sleep quality. And just one night of poor sleep is enough to significantly lower your testosterone the next day. I'm not saying you can never have a drink, I'm talking about patterns. When beer becomes a weekly, multi-drink habit, you start to feel the cumulative effects. Number 5, fried foods. Fried foods combine two of the biggest offenders we've already discussed. They're almost always cooked in cheap, unstable seed oils, and they're subjected to high heat oxidation. At high temperatures, those unstable oils become even more inflammatory. This creates compounds that can interfere with hormone signaling, joint health, recovery from exercise, and even mental clarity. Again, this isn't about fear. It's about understanding the biological cost of these foods. Swapping fried for baked or grilled is a simple change with a massive hormonal payoff. Number 6, refined carbohydrates. This is your white bread, pasta, pastries, crackers, white rice, and most breakfast cereals. Just like liquid sugar, these foods digest very fast and spike your insulin quickly. Over time, high insulin leads to something called decreased metabolic flexibility. This means your body becomes less efficient at burning its own fat for fuel. You become more dependent on frequent meals, your cravings increase, and fat burning slows to a crawl. Most men with stubborn belly fat aren't dealing with a lack of willpower. They're dealing with the biological reality of insulin resistance. And number 7, highly processed meats. This includes hot dogs, sausages with fillers, deli meats with additives, and fast food patties. Now, the issue here is not the meat itself. Quality meat is incredibly nutrient-dense. The issue is the additives, preservatives, nitrates, and fillers used in processing. These compounds can create inflammation and interfere with how your cells communicate, especially your hormone-sensitive cells. Many of these products also contain chemicals from their plastic packaging, like phthalates, which are known endocrine disruptors. Many men notice sluggishness and poor digestion after eating these foods regularly. Now, a lot of guys try to make changes but fall into common traps. They think low fat is healthy, but these products are often packed with sugar. They swap soda for juice, not realizing it's still a major insulin spiker. They eat flavored yogurts loaded with sugar or choose protein bars filled with soy isolate and seed oils. They believe a salad is healthy, but then drown it in a dressing made from pure soybean oil. The marketing is designed to be misleading. Words like natural or whole grain are often used on products that still disrupt your hormones. If these foods have already affected your system, you might be feeling it. Lower energy, slow wake-ups, reduced motivation, stubborn belly fat, brain fog, mood swings, afternoon fatigue, or poor sleep.
These are not signs of getting older. These are signs that your insulin, inflammation, or hormones need support. It simply means your body is giving you feedback. So what's the plan? It's very simple. First, just focus on reducing these 7 foods. You don't need to be perfect overnight. Start with the easiest one. For most men, that's sugar-sweetened beverages. Removing those alone can dramatically change your energy levels in a matter of days. Second, swap instead of restrict. You're not removing pleasure, you're upgrading it. Replace seed oils with olive oil, avocado oil, or real butter. Replace refined carbs with vegetables, quinoa, or berries. Swap processed meats for whole cuts of meat, eggs, or fish. Trade that beer for a dry wine or spirits in moderation, or even better, sparkling water. Swaps make the process feel effortless. Third, build a hormone-friendly plate. It's a simple formula. One source of quality protein, a large portion of non-starchy vegetables, and one healthy fat source, like avocado oil or olive oil. This combination keeps insulin stable and gives your body the building blocks for testosterone. Fourth, time your meals better. Eating constantly, even small snacks, keeps insulin elevated. Aim for 2 to 3 solid meals per day with no snacking in between. This longer gap allows insulin to come down, which is the on switch for fat burning. Fifth, hydrate properly. Most men are mildly dehydrated. Water alone improves insulin sensitivity and energy. Add a tiny pinch of sea salt for electrolytes if you need it. And finally, give it time. You can expect to notice energy changes in 3 to 5 days. Cravings often reduce in 1 to 2 weeks. Body composition changes might take 3 to 6 weeks, and deeper hormone support can take a few months. This is a long-term shift, not a quick fix. Your body is incredibly adaptable. If you've been eating these foods for years, don't worry. The body can recover. Hormones can rebalance. Your metabolism can stabilize. When you cut out sugar, you're not starving. Your body is just learning to use fat for fuel again. When you space out your meals, you're not losing muscle. Growth hormone actually increases when insulin goes down. Everything you're doing is helping your body return to a more powerful natural rhythm. Take it one step at a time. Small wins build momentum, and soon you'll feel the difference.